IHE-Europe and IHE-Europe can collaborate to support implementation by joining what are our main strengths of our communities. The idea is to try to give support to the entire journey from what is the idea of a standard, identify the use case, the requirements and so on, up to arriving to the final product and give the support to the vendor to certify also their product.
IHE-Europe has created a great community on creating the content specification, and IHE has quite some strengths in taking specifications, also creating specifications, and augmenting them with the actors and transactions which are necessary to make the data flow from one system to the other, and then has also testing scheme like the connectathon, where the vendors can come together and test with each other the correct implementation of the specification, which is extremely valuable for vendors to do. That's why both organizations essentially complement each other when creating specifications and also making sure that EHDS can be implemented.
Harmonizing specification in Europe is a key factor for the success of the health space. Imagine that vendor need to look to 5 different specifications made by different organizations. It's clear that the implementing act will define what will be the format, but it is important that this will be based on existing standard, developed based on the consensus and open process.
I'm representing the vendor side in IHE-Europe, and for vendors it's invaluable if there are harmonized specifications across Europe. At the moment it's extremely difficult for vendors to process the data which is available at the healthcare providers, because at every healthcare provider the data is accessible and stored in different ways. And the EHDS is a tremendous opportunity to change this all across Europe and make it much easier for vendors to deploy their products all across Europe essentially.
Collaborating with the two organizations is obviously a success factor for obtaining that result. Because, as I was saying, it's a thing that we are already doing in practice. I'm thinking, for example, the experience that we have with the prescription and dispense guide. We collaborate with IHE to develop the IHE profile on MPD, and the same group work also on the European guide for the prescription and dispense. And so we took the two communities together. We were able to capture the feedback coming from these two communities, and we assure a single, common, and consensus-based result. And we hope that we can go further. We can obtain more and more collaboration, not only in the term of the specification, but also in helping the adoption.
The final goal of the collaboration is to help to ensure that the EHDS in Europe is successful, and that we also maybe can continue our intensified collaboration on other needs in the digital health arena, which might come up in addition later to the European health data space.
We are just at the beginning of the journey, and I'm quite sure that we succeed in that.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to continue the work on this.
Thank you.